Okay, grade nines, we're back, and this time I've moved on to question 7. I noticed in your homework we assigned question B and D, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and demo. I'm just going to pick one here. I'm going to demo A. Okay, I'm going to demo A. All right, so we have 3. You subtract 12.5 is equal to 3 negative, Mr. Smith, negative 3.41. Okay, again, first step. So this section, like we have you practicing the distributive property. Okay, so you're going to distribute the 3 through the brackets. So you have 3 times 1u, which is equal to 3u, minus, just carry that sign down, 3 times 12.5. So let's do that one. Whoops. 3 times 12.5. Okay, so that's 15, carry the 1, 6, plus 1 is 7, 3 times 1 is 3, so it's 37.5. So 37.5 is equal to negative 3.41, okay? So 3.41. All right, so now we just got a two-step equation, all right? It wasn't, I don't consider this question too challenging. Certainly we can ask you more difficult questions, but you have to distribute the 3 through the brackets. Make sure you multiply both things, both terms inside the brackets. So let's add 37.5. What we're left with is a two-step equation, and we're going to add 37.5 to both sides. You can, of course, put your placeholder 0 in there because this number has 2 decimal places. So that goes away, which is a good thing. And we're left with 3u plus. Now, 3u equals, pardon me. Now, over here, you've got a negative and a positive, and they're going to fight. So really, if I were just to flip this around, it really amounts to a subtraction question, okay? You see why we really emphasize those integer rules in grade 8 is because you really, like when you get positive and negative, you really have to understand, are they combining to make a bigger positive or a bigger negative, or are we taking the difference between those two numbers? That's essentially what, all of adding, subtracting, positive, negative in the realm of adding and subtracting, that's what it boils down to. Are you combining two numbers to make a new bigger number, whether that new number is positive or negative, or are we taking the difference between those numbers, whether the answer is positive or negative? Okay, so I'm doing this quickly. Look, without boring, I know that 50 minus 41 is 9, okay? And 37 minus 3 is 34, okay? So I've got, and the answer should be positive. This positive is way bigger. It's going to completely tsunami overwhelm this negative 3.41. So the answer is positive 34 and 900ths. 34 and 900ths. So divide both sides by 3 because we don't want to solve for a 3u. Our goal is not to solve for a 3u. Our goal is to solve for a 1u, a positive 1u. We don't want a positive 3u. We want a positive 1u, okay? Except those positive ones can stay invisible. So we have 34.09 divided by 3. Let's do that over here. Of course, you guys can have a calculator, right? This is not a big deal, but let me just do this for exercise anyways. So 3 goes into 3 once. That's a 0. Bring down a 4. 3 goes into 4 once. I'm not going to fix that because I'm so sick and tired of my writing. That's a 1. 3 does not go into 1. Now, anchor your decimal place in. Anchor your decimal place in. Bring down the 0. Okay? So 3 goes into 10 3 times. And that's 9. 1, bring down the 9. Something went wonkadoodle here. So I doubted myself. I thought this answer would be different, but no, I'm on the right track. Sunday afternoon brain. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. And subtract, and you get 1. And then there's another 0. Bring it down. So you get 0. And this is 3, 9. And you know what? This is just going to keep on going forever, right? And I decided to check it. So I don't know if you can see that. But it is 11.363 repeated. Okay? So the answer is 11.36 repeated. Okay? Whoops. Let me just do that over here. 363 repeated. Now, if I were rounding to the nearest tenth, pardon me, the nearest hundredth would be 0.336 and 11.4 if the nearest. So this would be nearest thousandth. This would be nearest hundredth, which is what the instructions tell you to do, and nearest tenth. Okay, so this technically is our answer because that's following the instructions. All right, hopefully that helped, and we'll carry on.